got a friend with the body on. 9 deep and we've been away from home too long. I'ma make it choose.
Touchdown Texas! Touchdown Big John! He's done it again! The Texas Longhorns are national champions!
And it's stripped. The Trojans force the turnover. Clean snap. Good hold. Ball game. You are looking live at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium in Austin, Texas. And already, folks, this feels like a matchup between two heavyweight fighters. The University of Texas Longhorns take the field as they prepare to take on the USC Trojans out of the Pac-12. Hi, everybody. Gus Johnson, along with my partner, Joel Klatt. And welcome to Austin, Texas. And partner, already, I know it's only week 3 in the college football season, but you get the feeling that Clay Helton from USC and Coach Herman from Texas, they're already under immense pressure for their job.
They are. I mean, this is a pressure-packed game. There's no doubt. You start with Clay Helton at USC. I think he's underappreciated for SC. You look at his first 2 full seasons as head coach. He won 21 games. That's more games won than any other USC coach in their first 2 seasons. He also won a Rose Bowl and a Pac-12 championship. First time that's been done since 2008, that Pete Carroll era. Now let's move over to Texas. Tom Herman a couple of years ago was the hottest name in coaching. Texas brought him in, and it's been a lot of stop and start. 8-7 through for his first 15 games. He's desperate for a marquee win. I'd say this is a marquee stage. Let's see if he can get it tonight.
Well, both these coaches, if they are under pressure for their jobs, will have to rely on babies to lead the way.
Hey, you ain't lying. I mean, hey, JT Daniels from USC, the quarterback, he literally should be in high school. He reclassified, and that's why he's at USC a year early. So instead of playing in front of 10,000 people on a Friday night, he's in front of 100,000 people on a Saturday night, network television across America, playing against the University of Texas. Sam Ehlinger on the other side, the sophomore quarterback from Texas. He had a bit of a coming out party in this game a year ago, but now he needs that marquee win along with his head coach. We'll see if he can pull it off against the Trojans.
Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, 100,000 strong in attendance to watch SC take on the University of Texas. And moments ago, our Jenny Taft, the All-American girl, had a chance to catch up with Coach Herman.
Well, Coach, we've got 2 teams with plenty of history, but finally this one in your house. What was the last thing you said to your guys before coming out here?
Cut it loose. Don't leave anything left behind, and push all your chips in and play for the guy next to you.
Last year, your quarterback, Sam Ehlinger, he was the rookie on the road, and now the roles are reversed. It's JT Daniels as the 18-year-old. How do you disrupt him early?
Well, we got to bring pressure, but we got to be smart with it too, because we can't leave our secondary completely on islands all game long, because he's too good, the receivers are too good, their O-line's too good, but we definitely want to disrupt him, that's for sure.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Guys.
Texas won the toss, deferred. USC will receive. Perfect weather for college football. 78 degrees at kickoff time for the Trojans and the Longhorns. Cameron Dicker will send it away. Velus Jones and Stephen Carr are back, and this one kicked out of the end zone for a touchback. So that brings on young JT Daniels, true freshman out of Modern Day High School. He's from Irvine, California.
And this guy started on the road last week at Stanford, but hey, all road environments are not created equal. This is much more difficult. He's got to play better in the scoring area. Last week against Stanford, 0 of 6 throwing the football once they crossed the 40-yard line, including an interception. That was really the difference in that game. We'll see if he can execute in this hostile environment.
USC lost at Stanford 17-3 last Saturday. 1st and 10 at the 25. Daniels to throw for the first time. Drops it off to Ware. He drops the football incomplete. So USC a little shaky to start this game.
Yeah, and really it's just their running back, and Ware had a lot of room to run. The blocks were set up. If he catches this ball and it was put right on his face, perfect throw from JT Daniels. He's going to get that edge and at least gain 10, probably pick up the first down with a full 20 yards.
JT Daniels, just the second true freshman to start a season opener for USC, joining Matt Barkley in 2009. 2nd and 20 at the 15. Daniels with time, delivers, and caught on the far side. That's Jones, who went up high to get it with a defender right in front of him.
I mean, what a throw, and the concentration. Watch the concentration, because I believe this is Josh Thompson, number 29. He's right there. His hands are basically on the football, and Jones is able to still bring it in. What a confident throw right there. Bringing up a much more manageable situation here on 3rd down.
A gain of 17, 3rd down and 3 at the 32. JT Daniels will throw it for the first down underneath. Lunging forward is Amon-Ra St. Brown, a true freshman that played with Daniels in modern-day high school, and they're really high on him, feeling that he could be the next great receiver.
He's a tremendous talent, and the timing and anticipation that the two have together is born from thousands and thousands of hours of working together through high school and now coming here to USC, and that comes to fruition there for a first down.
His offensive coordinator, T. Martin, compares him to the great Lynn Swan, their athletic director, as Carr tries to get outside. Terrific pursuit by the Texas defense as they chop him down. Jones and Johnson combining on the play.
And another great effort in there, number 90, Charles Omenahu, who didn't make the tackle, but really set the edge. And that's why Carr had nowhere to go but to just string that out towards the far side, and the pursuit was able to catch up with him.
Opening drive of the game for Southern California, 2nd and 13 at the 32. Empty backfield for JT Daniels. The freshman throws near side, and it's caught. Carr. And Stephen Carr will get upfield and gain 4 on the play. Chris Boyd, who some feel is one of the best corners in America, comes up with the tackle.
Well, these are the situations that you desperately want to avoid. Long yardage situations for a conversion, and Clay Helton knows that he's not going to be all that successful today if they're in this situation all night long. They were able to convert the last time they had a 3rd down. Where do they go here?
3rd down 9 to the 36. Daniels standing strong in the pocket, delivers. St. Brown down the sideline, and he gets out of bounds. After picking up the first down, Josh Thompson there to usher him out, but Amon-Ra St. Brown with a gain of 29.
Yeah, he plays like a veteran, and it was just the patience in the route. He allowed the defense to kind of settle back, settle into their zone, and then he just struck away to the outside. And I thought JT Daniels did a great job of being patient in the pocket, allowing that concept to develop before he hit his other freshman wide receiver for a first down.
1st down and 10 at the 35. Opening drive for USC. Play fake. Daniels throws on the move, drops it off. Tyler Petit, and he is dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Well defended. Devontae Davis came up and made the tackle.
Hard hit there, and this is exactly where USC found themselves all night against Stanford last week, and really when they reached the opponent's 40-yard line, they have not been very good. Points per trip inside the 40, they're 113th in the country. Touchdown percentage, they're 119th. Let's see how they can execute here.
Trojans drove to at least the Stanford 40 6 times and ended up with just a field goal. Daniels steps up in the pocket now. Throws on the run, and it's caught. Looks like it could be a first down. Tyler Vaughns with the reception. And a nice run after the catch, and it is a first down.
Well, check this out. You're going to get pressure on the outside from the corner and the outside linebacker, and Daniels steps up inside of that pressure, and then he's able to find his veteran wide receiver Tyler Vaughns on the sideline. Excellent job by this quarterback. This stage, Gus, so far does not seem too big for JT Daniels. He's played patient and under control.
First down at the 23. And they'll hand it off. Carr, jitterbug through the hole, pops it free. Touchdown, USC. 23 yards. And the Trojans strike first.
An incredible block by Tyler Petit, the tight end. He's going to come right in right here, and then he's going to throw the defensive end to the ground. You probably could call him for holding there. Tackle works up to the linebacker, and then Carr splits everybody and heads to the end zone.
And that was their senior captain, Brecken Hager, who Petit threw to the ground. McGrath, extra point. He was the hero last year in this game. So USC on their opening drive. The Trojans go 75 yards on 9 plays. They eat up 4-12. USC up 7-0. Back to Auburn. Well, the celebrities come out to watch USC Texas. Mo Bamba, 6th overall pick by the Orlando Magic. Malik Jefferson, 3rd round selection by the Bengals. Mark Sanchez had a great career in the NFL. Brian Cushing as well. And then there's the heater right there, Roger Clemens. What would you say, Joel, about that guy?
All right, all right, all right.
And VY, Vince Young, who just went into the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame. They honored him during the break. Now onto the field for Texas. Their starting quarterback, Sam Ehlinger from Austin. He's a sophomore, getting better and better. Had a great efficient game last week, Joel, against Tulsa.
And last year in this game, he maybe played his best game of his career. 298 yards, 2 touchdowns. But they made too many mistakes late in that game. And when we talked to him yesterday, that's what he said he wanted to correct. We wanted to get to that position so that we can make the plays necessary to win the game.
He was 21 of 27 last week against Tulsa. Opening series for the University of Texas. High snap. Ehlinger handles it. Delivers. Oh, he throws strike at the 45. Guess who? Colin Johnson, who had the game of his life 1 season ago in L.A. against the Trojans.
Happiest guy to see Gus Johnson? Colin Johnson, because he balled out last year against USC. Nice little route across the field. Good ball from Sam Ehlinger up high.
Gain 15. Here's Ehlinger. To throw it again underneath, and he has his receiver, Colin Johnson again. Remember, last year against SC, he burned the Trojans. 7 catches for a career-high 191.
He really never got going after that to that extent, and they try to target him here early.
Here's Ehlinger with a man in his face, incomplete. That one thrown a little bit high. Johnson, the intended receiver. Greg Johnson covering.
Ehlinger had pressure right in his face. Christian Rector, he's going to cut him up, and he's going to be right in the face of Sam Ehlinger when he's ready to throw this ball. A little bit on a delay, kind of waited until he diagnosed the play, and then went upfield and was right in Ehlinger's chest.
Second down and 10 to the 23. Play fake. Ehlinger sprints out of the pocket, throws on the move, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Devin Duvernay, who had a nice touchdown week 1 against Maryland. Really laid out and made a big-time grab.
Yeah, I mean, they got some talent on the outside, but I got to tell you, I've seen this 2 weeks in a row now from Texas. They have these little design sprint outs to the left. For a right-handed quarterback to sprint to the left on a design play and try to throw the ball, that's the hardest throw that a quarterback can possibly make. Not in love with those play calls.
Third down and 10 to the 23. Empty backfield for Ehlinger. They'll throw it. Quick strike underneath, and it's caught. First down. Beck gets deep into USC territory inside the 10. A 15-yard gain on 3rd and 10. And now the Longhorns have it first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
USC blitzed both linebackers, vacated the middle of the field. Great throw from Ehlinger there for a first.
Ehlinger. Here's the fake reverse. Ehlinger now reverses his field. And he'll slide down about a half yard in front of the line of scrimmage. Malik Dorton with the tackle.
Really nice job by C.J. Pollard. Didn't make the tackle. He's not going to show up in the statistics, but he's the one that did not bite on that reverse. And then even when Ehlinger tried to go back all the way to his right, he was waiting right there, and there was nowhere for Ehlinger to go.
Gain of 1, second down and goal of the 7. Ehlinger sprints out to his right, throws on the move, and he has his man inside the 5-yard line. That's little Jordan Humphrey, the junior from Southlake, Texas.
They had trouble here against Tulsa. Same end of the field, inside the 5. They tried to sprint out to the left on 4th down and did not get it against Tulsa. Where do they go here on 3rd down?
3rd down and goal to the 3-yard line. Ehlinger pulls it out. Can he get to the corner? Oh, what a nice open field tackle. Marvell Tell brought him down. If not, Sam Ehlinger would have had a touchdown.
I got to tell you, this is just an unbelievable play. First of all, you're going to get number 7. He's going to be just waiting, and then watch how he just gets out to the outside and then goes right after the legs of the quarterback, takes him away, and gets the big quarterback 230 pounds to the ground.
So Cameron Dicker comes in. He's a freshman from Austin. He has not attempted a field goal yet from 20 yards away. And it's a good sign. Great start for the young man. Texas will settle for 3 points. First quarter, 7-3. SC. I saw Bevo dragging around his guys, his handlers.
So they actually let Bevo kind of walk the team out now. He used to just sit over there in the corner. Now he's more active.
And this one kicked out of the end zone. First and 10 at the 25. Daniels 6 for 7 to start. They throw it to Pittman. Pittman gets his shoulder squared, and he'll pick up about 7, maybe more on the play. Brandon Jones brings him to the turf.
I talked about this environment and wondering how JT Daniels, the 18-year-old, was going to react in this big environment, 100,000 people. 6 of 7 to start. Now he's 7 of 8, and the only incompletion was right off Cedric Ware's face mask. I mean, he has been lights out.
Daniels throwing on the move again, and it's incomplete. Had his man, but Devontae Davis knocked that ball out of Trayvon Sidney's hands. Devontae Davis, he's a big corner, 6'2". And playing opposite Chris Boyd, he gets a lot of attention, Joel.
He's a senior from Miami, 205 pounds, so not just the length, but also that physical frame to go with it. Back in this 3rd down, remember, they've gone to Amon-Ra St. Brown for a couple of big 3rd downs already.
3rd and 3 at the 32. Ware in motion out of the backfield. Daniels underneath, caught, and a 1st down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, partner, you called it. And JT Daniels put it on him.
I'm just so impressed with these 2 true freshmen. Again, they've played a lot of football together, but as he comes off of the ball, he just kind of slow plays it, and then he puts his foot in the ground and he moves to the inside because he doesn't sprint to the inside because there's a linebacker there. He just softly fills the void. Daniels knows how he's going to exit that route, and he puts it right on his frame. That's just an excellent job on a 3rd down.
So here's Daniels, rolls out, drops it off, has his man, and that's Josh Fallow. Picks it up, and he gains 6.
But you're right. Gary does an unbelievable job with TCU. And in this state, as much as Longhorn fans won't like to hear it, he's run this state for quite a while now. TCU has been the best program in this state for 6, 7, 8 years. Really, since Gary became the head coach over that entire tenure. And you take a look at the records, and they're on top.
2nd down and 5. At the 48-yard line for young JT Daniels. He's a true freshman. Play fake. Underneath, and is it caught? Yes, it is. The reception made by Velus Jones.
You know, there's been a lot put on the shoulder of the young quarterback here early. They have thrown a lot of passes. I wonder if they're going to try to now start to hammer away at the middle of this Texas defense.
They'll hand it off. Carr breaks it back and picks up the 1st. I thought JT Daniels was interesting when he was asked about the loss last week to Stanford. I didn't do my part. The biggest blame goes on me. Age is not an excuse, and neither is experience. Coach put me in as the starter, and I had to get the job done, and I didn't get it done that night.
Mostly in the scoring area, including there was a big change of momentum. In a close game, he fumbled right before the half. Stanford went down and took a 2-touchdown lead. That was really the difference.
Daniels scrambling now, in trouble, and wisely he just throws it out of bounds. Malcolm Roach P.J. Locke with pressure.
I'm surprised by the game plan a little bit. I thought that there would be more of a mix so far. And I know it's early, but more of a mix from Clay Helton's club of run and pass on first down to try to help out the young quarterback, get into more manageable situations. They've already thrown 16 passes and only 3 runs in this ball game. Pretty remarkable for a kid that's 18 years old.
2nd and 10 at the 43. Daniels airs it out down the sideline. Jones has it inside the 5. What a throw and an even better catch. Velus Jones has USC in business. A 40-yard completion.
He throws such a pretty deep ball, and this was on the money, right out in front.
He'll run it with Carr. He stood up in the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Chris Nelson, as well as Brandon Jones, in on the play.
Boy, that was a pretty deep ball, wasn't it? I mean,
Yes,
the arc on it, you can just tell when someone understands how to throw the ball down the field. JT Daniels certainly knows how to do that. Already 12 of 17 for 129 yards here on the road.
2nd down and goal at the 3-yard line for Southern California. JT Daniels sprints out, squares, fires, and incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown couldn't snare it. That one thrown a tad high.
And that's an impossible throw. I'm just telling you, that is a 1 out of 10 throw. Rolling to the left and then asked to throw with a little bit of touch. Because, see, this is not just to the back corner of the end zone. He's got to try to throw with touch down to the frame of the wide receiver, sprinting to his left. Nearly impossible right there for the quarterback, JT Daniels. And Amon-Ra did not have a shot at that pass.
Student section rocking here in Austin. 3rd and goal at the 3. Malapaya checks in at running back. They give it to him. Tries to get to the corner and does. Dives. Touchdown SC. Vavai Malapaya. And USC takes a 13-3 lead.
And this was just a foot race. We'll see if he got himself in. Yeah, look at that turn. You see how he turned and kept himself off of the ground while that ball hits the plane of the goal line. What a run there. Good effort. Some willpower to get in the end zone.
And Southern California on the road taking a 14-3 lead with 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back to Austin right after this. USC with a 14-3 lead over Texas here in the first quarter. Aerial coverage is brought to you by our good neighbors at State Farm. Beautiful night here in Austin. As USC made the trip from Los Angeles after the loss last week to Stanford, they opened up with a win against UNLV.
And what a difference for them executing in the scoring area. Now both drives, Gus, that went inside the 40, they were able to punch into the end zone for 14 points. Huge difference.
Alex Stathouse kicks it off. And this one out of the end zone once again. The first down at 15 from the 20. Watson. And he pushes the pile forward as Cameron Smith makes the tackle.
See if they try to run a play.
5-yard gain.
Deliberate. That first series, they were moving, weren't they?
Yes,
and
they
had
were.
some momentum and rhythm in their offense. And
Different story right now, but for Clay Helton, his team looks strong. At the end of the first quarter, SC with a 14-3 lead over Texas. So Texas seems like their offense is stalling a bit after a very positive opening series. 2nd and 10 at the 25 for Ehlinger. Here's Ehlinger with the quarterback run. And he'll go nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Christian Rector read it and made the play.
Well, no movement from that offensive line. That's the theme of the year so far for Texas. And they're trying to pull some offensive linemen around. But in order to pull guys around and open up a hole, you've got to get movement out of the down linemen. They're just unable to get it.
No gain. 3rd down and 10 to the 25. Ehlinger will throw it this time. Rolls out of the pocket. Looking. Oh, he put it on the money. What a throw. Lil Jordan with the catch. A gain of 22. Nice throw by Sam Ehlinger.
Cam Smith, the middle linebacker, was chasing him right on his heels, as well as Porter Gustin. Full speed, full tilt, right on the money to Lil Jordan Humphrey. What an excellent throw from Ehlinger.
22-yard gain. 1st down to the 48. Ehlinger to throw again. Rips one up the sideline. And incomplete. Intended for Gerard Hurd, but broken up by Levi Jones.
Pretty good throw there.
Make that Isaiah Langley.
And Isaiah Langley, some really good coverage on the former quarterback turned wide receiver, Gerard Hurd, the senior from Denton, Texas. Langley, he rotates with a redshirt freshman named Greg Johnson, so it's his series to go, and he's making a play.
2nd down and 10 to the 48. They hand it off to Watson, running near side this time. And Watson falling forward. Cameron Smith with the tackle after a 6-yard pickup.
Time now for Proven to Last, sponsored by Ram Trucks. Built to serve. Cam Smith is built to serve. This guy has been so good over the course of his career. 37 starts, 296 tackles in his career at USC.
Could have gone to the NFL, came back. He said he wants to be an All-American. 3rd down and 4. Ehlinger. 1st down. Little Jordan turns it up at the 30, 20. Little Jordan. Touchdown, Texas. 48 yards.
Just a nice little simple out route from Lil Jordan Humphrey, and as he breaks on the outside of J.J. Harris, the nickelback, he just totally whiffs on the tackle. Humphrey's able to get the sideline and take it all the way in for an easy touchdown for Texas.
He may have whiffed because Lil Jordan Humphrey is 6'5", 225. He's a big guy.
Not so low.
Extra point is good. Texas starting to get their swagger back now. They get it to the skill guys. Little Jordan Humphrey. And the Longhorns score. 14-10. Little Jordan Humphrey, team's leading receiver by nearly a 2-to-1 margin over Colin Johnson. He's coming off a career-best 7-catch, 109-yard game against Tulsa that included a 40-yard touchdown. Humphreys now 3 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown. SC will get a shot. Jones hits the sideline, and Jones finally out of bounds at the 40. Again, Acacenta Guerre, number 28 in the backfield. J.T. Daniels. Here's Daniels up the sideline. Looks like it's intercepted, and it is. Chris Boyd. We told you, he's one of the best DBs in America. Preseason All Big 12.
Ill-advised throw from J.T. Daniels. He kind of pump fakes, and then off his back foot, he kind of tries to lob it to his freshman wide receiver. But here's the hard part. Boyd doesn't have deep responsibility on this play because he's got a safety behind him. That's why he was squatting, looking at the quarterback with nowhere to go. Almost impossible to complete that pass. Gus, that's what's called a jam corner. He's got no other responsibility other than get his hands on the wide receiver and then sit for a short route. So he gets his hands on the wide receiver, waits for the ball, and boom, it's right in his hands.
For Texas. Down 14-10.
Got to capitalize on mistakes from the opponent in big games.
Watson Gets outside. Watson falling forward, close to the first down. Iman Marshall with the tackle.
Well, you're going to see the guard. He's going to pull all the way around. And Watson, he's just going to follow him. See how he gets on his hip, reads the block. He got the hook of the defender, and so Watson kicks it outside. Takes it towards the first down.
9-yard gain, 2nd and 1 at the 42. And they'll run the reverse. Hurd looks backside. Ehlinger gets a block. First down. Sam Ehlinger down at the 30. Okay, Texas. Cameron Smith with the tackle, but some razzle-dazzle going on here in the Lone Star State.
Oh, I like that razzle-dazzle. And Christian Rector had it all sniffed out, the defensive end. He just didn't make the tackle on Ehlinger. He shows the elusiveness back in the backfield to pick up positive yardage.
A gain of 11, first down at the 31. Ehlinger steps up, runs it, and he'll gain a couple. Malik Dorton tracking him down from behind.
Really, it was a clean pocket. There wasn't much pressure. I think he saw a seam, and that's what he took off for, because really there was no Trojan within striking distance of Sam.
2nd down and 9 to the 30-yard line. Handoff to Watson. And Watson wrestled down from behind by Porter Gustin.
This is what happens when that defensive end, Gustin, he's able to just squeeze. He watch 45, and then once he sees Ehlinger make the decision to give the handoff to Watson, that's when he goes ahead and commits fully towards the running back.
3rd down 8 at the 29-yard line. Empty backfield for Sam Ehlinger. Here's Ehlinger over the middle. Incomplete. Colin Johnson hit hard by Marvell Tell, and that dislodges the football, and that brings up 4th down.
And I thought he took his eyes off it, as if he was wanting to run after the catch, or he was wondering which way he wanted to spin to get away from Marvell Tell, because that ball seemed to be coming loose right at the same time that the senior safety Tell was inching up closer for contact.
So Cameron Dicker, who made his first attempt in the first quarter, 20 yards. This one, though, much more challenging from 46 yards away. Ooh, he put a beautiful draw on that one. Jordan Spieth would love it. Bam! Freshman, 14-13. Longhorns down by a penny. 14-13. Trojans on top of the Longhorns here in the 2nd quarter. 14-13. 1-point game. Jones, Carr are the deep men as Dicker sends it away. And SC's Davis Jones will bring it out. And he gets to the 22-yard line. 10 straight points for Texas. First down for SC. At their own 21. Here comes a blitz. They hand it off. Malapei. And Malapei wrestled down Anthony Wheeler. And Jeffrey McCullough both combining on the tackle.
Well, this run defense has just not been what it was a year ago, but they're getting better. And some of these senior linebackers like Anthony Wheeler and Gary Johnson, they're taking it upon themselves. They want to fix these run statistics.
2nd and 8 at the 23. Daniels to the sideline. Caught. Vaughn's first down, Trojans. Devontae Davis covering, but that's a gain of 16 yards.
And I love the decision from JT Daniels, because he's got soft coverage out to that wide side of the field. It makes it an easy one-on-one completion. Daniels fires it out there, gets a new set of downs. Excellent job there from the young quarterback.
First and 10 at midfield. Play fake. Sprinting out. Underneath. That one deflected and incomplete. P.J. Locke got up and knocked that one to the ground.
Yeah, athleticism of these players, man, is just, it's astounding. And Locke, he stops himself and then goes up high points with one hand, bats that ball out of midair.
2nd and 10 at the 50. 8:24 to go, second quarter, 1-point affair. Daniels. Deep ball again. He's got a receiver. Caught inside the 10. Amon-Ra. St. Brown. 41 yards.
What a great adjustment by the wide receiver, but JT Daniels got away with one there. Brandon Jones really should have intercepted that ball. It was severely underthrown, and then Jones mistimed his jump. St. Brown did not. Now 5 catches for 90 yards. This guy's instincts are second to none for a young player.
First down and goal at the Texas 9. Daniels sprints out, throws back in the end zone, and incomplete. Pittman had 2 hands on it, just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, that was an excellent throw. Again, that rolling to your left, it's so difficult. It's easier if you can loft it towards the corner of the end zone like Daniels is doing here.
Devontae Davis covering, and he's hurt in the back of the end zone. Second down and goal at the 9. Daniels flares it out. Sidney, and he's knocked out of bounds. Inside the 2-yard line, Anthony Cook got him. Cook came in for Devontae Davis.
And it was a designed pick play, so the wide receivers were blocking downfield, but it doesn't draw the penalty because the ball was completed behind the line of scrimmage. Good design there from USC.
Third down goal at the 1. Vavai Malapaya checks in at running back. They give it to him straight ahead. He leans forward and is denied. So the Trojans have to make a decision, but a flag on the play.
Now it's Clay Helton's decision.
Illegal formation, 5 men in the backfield on the offense. That penalties decline. It's going to be 4th down.
What kind of plays are effective, Joel, this close to the goal line?
Well, it's important that the ball is on the left hash. You've got a right-handed quarterback, so you look for something that may be a fake on the inside, rolling your quarterback out to the right and getting the fullback Malapaya into the flat in the end zone towards the right side of the field.
Out of the I formation. Carr and Malapaya, they pitch it. Carr turns on the Jets and is knocked out of bounds. But there is a flag. Brandon Jones denies it. So a great goal line stand by the University of Texas. Late in the second quarter, we've got a 1-point game in Austin. Great defense by Texas. They denied USC on a 4th down and goal at the 1. The handoff, Young trucks forward. Daniel Young, sophomore from Houston.
And he's the heavy back. These are the big fellas to try to get this ball away from their own end zone. 230 pounds in the backfield.
Gain 5 yards. 2nd and 6 at the 7. Little breathing room for Texas. Ehlinger in trouble. Ehlinger sacked. Is it a safety is the question.
Well, this near official, Gus, is going to give him the half-yard line. Remember, the ball has to get out of the end zone completely.
Is that the ball was beyond the goal line, 3rd down.
If any part of this ball is touching the goal line when Ehlinger is down, it's a safety.
On the field, as the ball was beyond the goal line, that plays under further review.
And I think this one's going to be overturned because you can clearly see, Gus, that his knees were down, all those USC players laying on his legs, and that ball was not yet fully out of the end zone. Remember, again, any part of the ball touching the goal line is a safety for USC.
Really on the field stands, 3rd down.
I have no idea how in the world they can arrive at that conclusion.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. So Texas dodges a huge bullet here with 6:22 to play in the second quarter. They're faced with a 3rd down and 12 at the 1-inch line.
Just the laws of physics don't allow his knees to be up when other players have their entire body weight on top of him. That is a poor call and a huge break from Texas. Huge break. That should have been a safety, no question about it.
I don't know, Joel, do you want to believe the official or your lying eyes? 3rd and 12 at the 1. They'll hand it off. And Young will give him a little room to punt it away.
Well, regardless, that ball has got to be either thrown away or Ehlinger has got to escape the pocket a lot quicker. That's the risk that you take when you drop back inside of the pocket in your own end zone. But boy, Clay Helton is going to be furious when he sees that in review, but he can't focus on that now. Defense did a nice job changing the field position here late in the second quarter.
Tyler Vaughns is the deep man. Buchevsky all the way in the back of his own end zone. Here they come. And a flag. SC bails him out. And let's see which penalty this will be.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense number 15. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Well, the new punter for Texas, he took a little bit too much time, and as the contact is made, he takes away his plant leg as well. Not just contacting the kicking leg, but takes away his plant leg. Good call for the personal foul, but boy, oh so close to actually blocking that punt. Texas had a punt blocked last week against Tulsa. USC gambled. Clay Helton came after it, and it bit him. How about that turn of events? Should have been a safety.
Talanoa Hufanga running into the punter. Kyle Porter is checked in at running back for Texas. First down at the 49. Ehlinger down the sideline. Incomplete. Devin Duvernay had a step. That ball thrown short. Greg Johnson was in his hip pocket.
I thought it was also thrown a little bit late. That deep ball, you know, when your wide receiver is even, you got to give him as much air and as much room as you possibly can. He's got to slow down. That's what allowed Greg Johnson to get back into the play, and the redshirt freshman is able to break it up.
2nd and 10. Here comes a blitz. Ehlinger in trouble. Ehlinger dancing. And throws it out of bounds. Nancy Pendergast bringing pressure for that USC defense.
Yeah, the nickelback, Ajane Harris, a senior from Los Angeles. He was in the backfield on a little bit of a delayed blitz. And as Ehlinger spun around and was trying to find some open area, Harris was right there waiting for him. Clancy Pendergast, one of the most creative defensive coordinators in college football. With the NFL background that he has, he gives a lot of different looks week to week, very specific to the offense that he's about to face.
Texas 4 of 9 on 3rd down conversions, facing a 3rd and 10. Here comes more pressure. Ehlinger wants to run it. Can he get a block? Ehlinger dives. He won't get there. Short. So with 1:55 to go, Texas with 1 timeout left. Let's see if they go for it.
Boy, this is a tough decision for Tom Herman, because you can pin an 18-year-old inside of his own 10-yard line. They've played really well in this second quarter. The fans want him to go. You know the players want him to go. He talked about pushing all the chips into the middle of the table when he talked with Jenny Taft before the game, and he's going to do it right here.
He's got a 6'3", 230-pound quarterback that can run, and he'll run it for the first down. And pick it up. Sam Ehlinger. First down, Texas. A gain of 4 on 4th and 1.
And Kyle Porter here with a great block. Watch Kyle Porter, the running back. He's the one that's going to get all the way on the outside. And right there, there's the block on the safety, C.J. Pollard, that springs Ehlinger around the edge for the first down.
First down at the 38-yard line for Texas. First down and 10 at the USC 33.
The middle of the field past the chains. That's where it's open right now.
Sam Ehlinger to the sideline. Oh, incomplete. Colin Johnson knocked out of bounds.
Really good coverage from Iman Marshall, the senior corner. Colin Johnson made a great adjustment on the ball, goes up, but watch Marshall as he just pushes him out of bounds. Unable to control it or get a body part in.
Second and 10 at the 33. 30 seconds to play in the first half.
They still have time, but again, the middle of the field. Now, every pass thrown, you got to throw it past the chains, or else you're going to have to burn a timeout.
Ehlinger. And almost intercepted. Wow. Well defended by this USC team. This time it's the same man that got the big penalty. Hufanga.
And Talanoa Hufanga, he's another true freshman with immense talent for this USC team, and almost made a play on that ball there. And now it's a big third down here.
Where do they need to go to get into field goal range, George? Ehlinger, can he do it? He'll run it. And Ehlinger dives forward, picks up 4 as John Houston makes the tackle.
And that run was totally designed for the kicker.
They call him Dicker the kicker. Nailed a 46-yarder. His prep career high, a 53-yarder. This one from 46 yards again. Buchevsky the holder, clean snap, good hold. Dicker the kicker. Good! 3 for 3. Cameron Dicker off to a great start in his career at the University of Texas. And the Longhorns head into the locker room with the lead. 46-yarders and a 20-yarder. And Matthew McConaughey says, all right, all right, all right. It's halftime here in Austin, Texas. Great first half. Now let's send you to Rob Stone in Los Angeles. 16-14, the halftime score. Texas on top of SC. Line drive. Fielded inside the 5-yard line by Jamison. And Deshaun Jamison plowing forward as he gets to the 26-yard line. Let's go downstairs and check in with Jenny Taft.
Well, you guys just brought it up, that possible missed safety there. It's the first thing I asked Coach Helton about. He said, I was begging for it. The guys responded well to it. We're on the road. We can't let those things bother us. But overall, I also asked about his quarterback, JT Daniels. He said, for the guy to have just under 200 yards on the road in this environment, I'm liking what I'm seeing. As for Coach Herman, he said for Ehlinger, the confidence is there, but sometimes he's making the wrong moves. And on defense, our third down defense, not good enough.
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. First down and 10 at the 26. Ehlinger handing this football off to Watson. And Trey Watson, the graduate transfer from Cal. Tackle from behind by Cameron Smith.
They are without really their most talented running back in this game, Keontae Ingram, a true freshman. Ehlinger, who started so hot, really cooled off there at the end, but I thought it was play selection. They're just kind of chucking the ball deep on 20-yard go routes and 25-yard corner routes rather than work in the middle of the field.
Second and 10. The handoff. Watson. And John Houston, first man to him. Gain of 3.
In that first series, we saw Colin Johnson. It's like he was shot out of a cannon. 3 catches on that opening series. And we have not called his number much since. You get the sense that Texas might go back there after they got to recalibrate at halftime.
Third down, 7 at the 41. Opening series of the second half for UT. Ehlinger. Dancing. Ehlinger. Oh, tell you what, Joel, he has been throwing some nice balls tonight. Colin Johnson, as you mentioned, they go back to him, and that's a first down for the Longhorns.
Yeah, they actually went to the shorter guy, Devin Duvernay, and on that little hook route, he was able to get in there, all contested, USC all over him, and he was able to make the catch.
Sam Ehlinger in trouble, wants to run it, and picks up some positive yardage. C.J. Pollard with the tackle for SC.
Well, talk about taking advantage of opportunities, and Texas certainly has an opportunity here as USC is unraveling because of some of these penalties and misfortune. Ehlinger's got a chance here up to really make a statement in this game early in the third quarter and create the momentum for his team.
And he's got a red hot kicker on his side. 2nd and 6 at the 34. Here's a snap, and they'll hand it off. Watson picks up a first down. Trey Watson, he's been a great addition, according to the coaches, to this running back room.
I love how the center here, he's going to go to the right. Watch as Elijah Rodriguez goes to the right. He knocks the defensive end, or excuse me, the defensive tackle, and then he goes up and he gets a piece of Cameron Smith.
Ehlinger down the field. Touchdown! Texas! Joshua Moore! Sam Ehlinger put the biscuit in the basket, and UT takes a 22-14 lead.
Well, watch the safety. You see 28, he's putting his arms out. Watch 28, C.J. Pollard. He goes to the middle of the field, and that's what allows the space. Great job by Moore getting into that space. He beats Harris, the nickel, back to the spot. And Ehlinger with a beautiful throw.
Sam Ehlinger, 12 of 23, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was very efficient last week against Tulsa, completing 78% of his passes. He was 20 of 27. Now Cameron Dicker comes in for the extra point, and it's good. 20 straight points for Texas. Big one here in the third quarter. And the Longhorns take a 23-14 lead over Southern California.
Tom Herman would tell you it's an honor to coach here. And the Longhorns run off 20 straight points, 23-14. This place is bumping.
How will USC respond? JT Daniels throws the deep ball. Whoa! Inside the 30. Guess who? Amon-Ra St. Brown, 53 yards. This kid is electric.
And that's their first down since the series that ended with the 4th down stop inside the 5. They've gone 3 and out, and they go back to the most consistent player tonight, the true freshman Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's had a heck of a game.
6 catches, 141 yards. He's averaging 23 yards per catch. First down and 10 at the 30. Cedric Ware, nothing. He'll be dropped for about a 4-yard loss. Gary Johnson with pressure.
Boy, those linebackers are flying around tonight, aren't they? Been very impressed with Gary Johnson. Jeffrey McCulloch also in on that play, number 23. He's the one that kind of provided that early pressure, and Gary Johnson was there to clean it up.
2nd down and 12 at the 32.
There's been nowhere to run on this Texas defense tonight.
New record crowd tonight, 103,507. The previous record was 102,315 versus Notre Dame in 2016. 2nd and 12. Daniels floats it up the sideline and incomplete. Brown, the intended receiver, covered by Chris Boyd.
Boy, I thought that ball was thrown too far out of bounds, or else they might have drawn a flag there, because Boyd was all over St. Brown. tons of contact, but
That's what Coach Helton is saying right now.
yeah, and I agree with him. I mean, he was all over St. Brown. There's no reason that a flag couldn't have came out, except for the fact that maybe the ball was just a little too far and out of bounds. But boy, awful close. USC has gotten some raw deals on the officiating tonight.
3rd down and 12 at the 32. Daniels delivers, incomplete. Michael Pittman, the intended receiver. That Texas defense bending, but not breaking. USC still having problems when they get it inside the 40-yard line.
And Todd Orlando knows that, and so he's trying to speed up the timing of the young quarterback. And on that play, JT Daniels wasn't able to set his feet and throw the ball and drive it onto the frame. He threw it off his back foot again.
Chase McGrath into attempt a 50-yarder. McGrath blocked. Loose. Texas has it. Wheeler down the sideline. Touchdown Longhorns. Caden Stearns blocked this place kick here.
He hops over, unblocked, and the true freshman with a huge play. Wheeler, scoop and score for Texas.
The Texas Longhorns, under second-year coach Herman, trying to shake off the Hanks, and they're doing it in a big way right now. Offense, defense, special teams. Right now, a special night in Austin for UT. (30-14). Texas. 27 straight points the Longhorns have scored. Longhorns send it away deep, and it's kicked out of the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 25 for SC. Daniels puts it out, and they'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Josh Fallow with the reception, and he just gets manhandled by Devontae Davis.
Gus, do you hear this right now? This is what they have been waiting for at Texas. This 103,000 chanting for a defense that just scored another non-offensive touchdown. 8 last year, led the country. Getting one here against USC, creating the momentum. This is what the Longhorns have been waiting for.
2nd down and 9 to the 26 for the 22nd ranked USC Trojans as Michael Pittman gets to the 30. Yes, this is what they've been waiting for, but they don't like to wait long in Texas. Ask Coach Tom Herman. He's been feeling a little pressure. Coach Herman.
They want it every week. That's what they want. They want 9 straight 10-win seasons that Mac Brown delivered. Tom Herman was hired in part because of his success against the AP Top 25, 6-0 at Houston. It has not been the same here at Texas at just 1-4.
3rd down and 5. Daniels in trouble, and he dumps it off, but it'll be a tackle for a loss. That's because there was pressure, and Anthony Wheeler, who recovered the fumble, came up with the tackle. USC will have to send it away once again.
And a 3-touchdown lead last week. Tom Herman went in at halftime and he screamed and yelled.
Tilby sends it away. This one bounces backwards and takes a Texas bounce and goes out of bounds inside USC territory. 1st down and 10 at midfield. Here's a handoff. Watson bursting through the hole, and he'll pick up a 1st down. Everybody confident on that Texas team now.
Yeah.
C.J. Pollard with the tackle. That old line creating holes.
And Elijah Rodriguez, the center, is doing a great job. You know, he got a lot of movement right there in the middle of the offensive line and created that Seam moved from his guard position, senior from Houston.
9-yard gain, 2nd down and short, and a 1st down for Texas.
Well, special teams have just killed USC tonight. The punt team in particular, they have given short field after short field after short field to this Texas offense.
30-14 our score. Under 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Texas with the lead and the football. 1st and 10 at the 38. Their quarterback, Sam Ehlinger, sophomore from here in Austin, has been brilliant.
USC better adjust here.
Here's Ehlinger. And he dumps it out of play.
Tell you what, Texas executed just a perfect shift and had all the numbers and the ratios. I said USC better adjust here because Texas had a tight end, the running back, and the numbers. There was only 3 defenders on the left side of the Texas offense, and they just decided to throw it. That play's got to be checked to a run on that left side. It would have been out the gate.
2nd down and 10 at the 38. Ehlinger 13 of 27, 208 yards passing. He'll throw it. Steps into his throw down the field. That's got to be a flag. Devin Duvernay was going to score a touchdown, and Isaiah Langley knew it. He just grabbed a fistful of his jersey.
Easy call there. You're right, partner. He's beat here. Grabs him right by the collar to try to catch up. That's exactly when the flag comes in.
Defense number 24. It's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. 1st down.
A nice job from Ehlinger putting that ball down the field. Let the wide receiver run and get it.
Sam Ehlinger, partner, is throwing a beautiful ball tonight.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Tight spiral. He is spinning it. 1st and 10 at the 23 for Texas.
Developing every week. Better and better.
Watson. And Watson will be tackled for a loss. Nicely done by the USC defense as Griffin comes up and makes the tackle.
USC was able to get themselves off the field via the turnover when Young coughed it up. We'll see here now as they've backed Texas kind of behind the chains here. If they can create an opportunity to get off the field once more.
2nd and 13 to the 26. Ehlinger underneath on the slant, and it's caught by Colin Johnson. Gained 6 yards, so he gets half of it. Third down.
Here's why I love a play call like that. Rather than trying to get all of it back all at once, you know, it's 2nd and long. You create an opportunity now where you could still call some sort of quarterback design run or throw a short pass in order to convert. I've always thought you get behind the chains, get half of it back in order to try to convert on the next down.
3rd down and 7 to the 21. Ehlinger may try to run this one. Empty backfield. Trips to the top of your screen. Ehlinger off his back foot underneath. It's caught and a 1st down. The hard way. Andrew Beck plowing his way forward.
It's the exact example I was talking about. You force USC into an opportunity or a situation where they feel like they have to blitz. They vacate a zone. You can throw it underneath and still get the 1st down.
1st down and 10 at the 11. And it's Young. And Young smelling pay dirt. Griffin making the saving tackle. Second down and 3 at the 4. Can Texas pay it off? Here's Ehlinger. Short side. Touchdown, Texas. Sam Ehlinger gives the Longhorns a 36-14 lead.
Well, Ehlinger's just going to take it all the way up onto this side of the field. Cameron Smith overruns it. Ehlinger goes back to the inside. Dives for the end zone. Great block there by backup tight end Cade Brewer on the outside. Really was the one that freed Ehlinger up to make the cut and get into the end zone.
Cameron Dicker for the extra point. And it's good. 34 straight points for the University of Texas. After trailing 14-3, the Longhorns up 37-14. 37-14, Texas leads USC.
You know, I thought Texas had potential. When we were talking about this game, what did I tell you? I said if they block people, then they're the equivalent of a 10-win team. That's what I thought the talent was everywhere else. And their offensive line has played that way tonight. So after the huge break, right, the non-safety was an enormous break in this game. It would have been 16-14 at that point, or 16-13, excuse me, ball going to USC. It wasn't, and it's been all Texas from that point on. But their offensive line, Gus, is what has impressed me so far.
First down at the 30-yard line. Daniels, and he completes the pass to St. Brown. And Amon-Ra St. Brown finally brought down by Brandon Jones after a 5-yard gain.
There was some hype for Texas coming into this season, and I know people that weren't Longhorn fans kind of rolled their eyes, candidly, because it seems like every year you're saying to yourself, boy, Texas could be back this year. And certainly don't know if this game means that they're back. It just means that they're playing really well right now.
Second down and 1, and that defensive line is playing well. Tell you what, and the linebackers also, Gary Johnson. Again, we've been mentioning his name since the very beginning of this match.
And Todd Orlando told us that he was the key. If he started playing really well and up to his potential, that they had a chance to be as good of a defense as they were a year ago, in which they were 6th in college football defending the run.
Third down and 4 at the 36. Daniels off his back foot, almost picked off. Chris Boyd was there, intended for Michael Pittman. And right now, this USC team wilted under the pressure of the Longhorns.
Check out Brecken Hager. He's going to come on the blitz, and he's right on the inside, and then bam! I mean, he hits Daniels right in his midsection. Daniels has nowhere to go with that ball. Not an accurate throw, but not really Daniels' fault. A misprotection up front, and Hager, the captain, able to get home.
So USC will punt it away again. Budrovich standing at the 21. And he drives this one. And it's fair caught at the 23. First and 10 of their own 24, up 37-14 with 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Defense has been on the field just forever. Let's see if this offensive line can continue to mow them down.
Young with room, pulling forward, keeping his feet churning, and he gets to the 31-yard line before being ridden down.
You talk about moving people. Partner, how's this? Guard, tackle, and then you're going to get around with the tight end as well. Check out that whole right side as it just gets mashed down. That's moving people off the line of scrimmage.
And that is the last play of the third quarter. Coming up the fourth quarter. From Darrell K. Royal, Texas Memorial Stadium, the Longhorns are balling out at the crib. 37-14. 21 points scored by Texas in the third, 13 in the second. And the Longhorns have a 37-14 lead over USC. 2nd and 2 at the 32. Young running. And Young trying to lean forward. His forward progress may give him the first down. Daniel Young, the sophomore from Houston.
It's like he needed to get all the way to that 35-yard line. 34-yard line is going to be about a half-yard short. This was a big one. I mean, they were desperate for this win.
Ehlinger, that one knocked away at the very end. Jane Harris for SC.
And some pressure on Ehlinger for the first time in a while. Early in this game, we saw some pressure get to Ehlinger, and it forced him to throw some passes before he wanted to. On that play, Jay Tufele, redshirt freshman, got to him, and I think it led to that errant pass. There's the schedule that you see. So difficult, really, through the first 2 months of the season.
Longhorns send it off. Vaughns is the deep man. Starts from the 42. Gets a block and up the sideline. Getting inside Texas territory. 5:31 to play in the fourth. 37-14. Back after this. 37-14. The Longhorns. Complete domination, especially in the second half. First down and 10 at the 37. 5:31 to play in the fourth. Here comes a blitz. Daniels. And he won't be able to get it to Stephen Cobb under immense pressure.
I think the risk here is that for a young player, this can happen at any level, but for a young player, freshman in college, a rookie in the NFL, you run the risk of ruining some confidence. You know, JT Daniels is a confident kid, but you run the risk of happy feet in the pocket and so on and so forth when you throw the ball this many times and he's under duress like he is, and that's a dangerous thing moving forward for a young player.
Daniels lines up and delivers for first down as Vegas Jones comes up with the catch.
Because I know it's picky, but even his, some of the guys that he's worked with on an individual level will tell you, and I know him there in Southern California, they'll tell you that his footwork has gotten a little sloppy, in particular in this second half. At the tail end of the drop back, you don't see a lot of a close step or a hitch step. What you see is shuffles backwards and then a throw off the back foot because there's been pressure in his face. It's not necessarily his fault, but that's the risk you run when you come into a game like this and you're throwing the ball 45+ times.
First and 10 at the 27. Daniels rolling out and they'll just dump it out of bounds. As a quarterback, Joel, is it like playing golf where he's right-handed and he wants to, when he delivers it, get over to his left side?
Well, what you'd like to, listen, as a quarterback, you've got to be able to use the torque in your body, use your power source in order to develop velocity and create velocity on the football. You just can't do that if you're throwing off your back foot, not using that torque, using all arm, unless you've got an elite arm talent like an Aaron Rodgers that can throw the ball from any platform with great velocity. And so you've got to be able to, at least at some point, stand in there, plant your foot, and use the torque to deliver an accurate pass.
Second and 10. They're standing right now for Daniels. Every time he catches, he drops back to throw the ball. He's under pressure. Anthony Wheeler with the tackle. Stephen Carr with the catch.
Brecken Hager is a guy that is in that backfield quite a lot tonight. And on this drive, he's been back there flushing Daniels out of the pocket on almost every single drop back. The senior captain from right here in Austin has had a heck of a night.
Third down and 12 at the 29. Daniels delivers. Vaughns, and he's stacked up and driven backwards. Well done. This time it's Anthony Cook, the freshman from Houston, Lamar High School.
I think you got to keep your guys out there. I mean, technically it's a 3-possession game, so if you can get some sort of quick score right away, I mean, there is hope here, but the Trojans in danger of losing back-to-back games by double digits for the first time since all the way back in 2000, which was the Paul Hackett regime, the year before Pete Carroll came to Troy.
Fourth down and 8. Daniels has it knocked out of his hands, and he's sacked. SC turns it over on downs. Omenahu getting into the backfield.
This is just straight determination on the pass rush on the outside from Charles Omenahu, the senior. Check him out. He's just going to be coming straight up the field And then he's going to get the arm. You see how he's still connected to the tackle, Clayton Bradley, but he gets his arm out there, the left arm, and gets after JT Daniels and pulls that ball free on the second effort. What a great job by this front seven for Texas. They not only have stopped the run, completely stifled the run for USC, but they've created pressure on the freshman quarterback. That's exactly what the coaches wanted to do. Speed up his clock, dominate with their front seven, and they've been able to do that.
So Texas takes over with a 37-14 lead at their own 35. 3:24 to play. Young, look at that pile moving forward. Offensive line for Texas firing off. Calvin Anderson, Patrick Vahe, Elijah Rodriguez, Kerstetter, Samuel Cosme, all playing really solid ball up front.
And I'd like to chime in here because I think there's going to be a lot of, there's always the jump to conclusion that
now we win the national championship.
Yeah, Texas is back and all, you know. Listen, this was a great first step. Texas is on the process of taking many steps back to being Texas.
And this will be win number 900 for Texas. Ironically, win number 800 came versus USC 2 back in that 2006 Rose Bowl. Sam Ehlinger popping his collar now. Victory formation for the Longhorns. Tom Herman, he's Mensa. He's mice and men. He may know what he's talking about. We will see, especially next week. 37-14. Texas defeats USC. Different story, though, going back to Los Angeles for Coach Helton.
It's going to be a frustrating locker room. The chances that they had, the opportunities that they missed, and the frustration of not being able to run the football and provide any semblance of really support for their true freshman quarterback offensively after the first few series.
Let's go downstairs to Jenny.
Well, Coach, congratulations, because a win like this in front of a new record sold-out crowd's got to feel good. Now, tell me how important this performance was in terms of taking the right steps to getting Texas back to where you want it to be.
Well, I think it was important because it was a team win. You know, we didn't play well on defense the first few drives, and then I believe we shut them out in the second half. We had a special team / defensive touchdown, and we knew it was going to be ugly on offense, but we had to convert on our shots, and we made enough plays when it mattered.
You talked about the defense and how pleased you were. What about your offense? Sam Ehlinger, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions for a second straight week. You said you liked his confidence at the half. How did he finish this one out?
With a lot of confidence and a smile on his face, that's for sure.
It doesn't get easier for you guys hosting TCU. How do you build off this momentum?
We're going to celebrate tonight. We're going to wake up. This was a physical game. We're going to wake up, go back to work tomorrow, and go 1-0 next week.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys.
All right, thank you very much, Jenny. The Texas Longhorns defeat USC 37-14. Sam Ehlinger, what a night for him. 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for 1. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, a freshman, 3 for 3. He might be all Big 12 this week. 37-14, the final. Texas beats SC up next. The Horned Frogs travel to Austin. For Joel Klatt, Jenny Taft, I'm Gus Johnson saying so long from Austin, Texas.